guys gotta stop obstructing us. That's why that lesbian bitch is dead.
I need to talk about hatred.
They said, have you not learned? This is why we killed that lesbian bitch.
It is infectious. It's hard to resist sometimes, especially when things that upset you are coming at you all crazy. I have been watching the protests in Minneapolis after the shooting death of Renee Good by ICE officer Jonathan Ross. Some channels have turned out to be absolute cancer, with chats so vile I can't stay. Some I've unsubscribed from because the hate rhetoric is being pushed and agreed with in the chats. Last night I watched JT from Status Quo interviewing protesters, and my attention was laser focused and incredulous when a United States Marine named Skye came on camera and told a story of being brutalized by ICE.
We were following them from a safe distance.
Following ICE agents?
Yep, following ICE agents. They tried to ram our car. They tried to get us into a bottleneck.
It's not just ICE. She tried to get the local cops to help her.
And the cops went into a parking lot, they pulled off to the side, and they watched the DHS and Homeland Security and whoever else it was assault me. And they listened to me scream for help.
So what she's saying is that she and her friend Patty and Brandon were following ICE on the highway, and they tried to ram her car, and so they called the police.
I tried to wave them down, and they funneled us straight into ICE's hands.
Before they arrested us, an agent came and sprayed pepper spray into the vent of our car.
Once in ICE's hands, they broke my window. They yanked me out by my neck. They threw me to the ground. They stomped on me. They pushed my face into the ground. They put the cuffs on as tight as possible to the point where it took 6 agents to try to get them off.
Allegedly, they were targeted, trapped, forced out of their vehicle.
They said, get out of the fucking car or we're taking you.
They were forced out of their vehicle, brutalized, mocked.
Yeah, they were calling me a bunch of derogatory names, calling me it. They shoved my face into the ground after that so hard I couldn't even breathe.
These so-called law enforcement officers had to do all of that for one reason. Allegedly, a reason that is unconscionable, abhorrent, inhumane, and sick.
They said, have you not learned? This is why we killed that lesbian bitch.
Proceeded to say, you guys need to stop, obstructing us. That's why that lesbian bitch is dead. And they were talking about Renee Nicole Good. And I was speechless in the car.
I am also a bit speechless, but not surprised. I am from deep East Texas, honey.
You have to recognize that it's not just your case. If it's happened to you, it's happened to others. And it's not just happening here in Minneapolis. It's happening in cities across this country. You start to talk about hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of cases of abuse in this country to try and make this country whole.
This is not the country that I gave my life for. I took an oath.
Hatred is built on fear. Fear and hatred is the devil's territory. God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind and discipline. I think we all know it's going to get rocky. The enemy comes to devour, to steal, kill, and destroy, no matter what side you're on. And it seems almost impossible to me now not to choose a side. Stay close to God. That's the most important thing. We pray for our enemies. We pray constantly. We operate in a spirit of love and of power and of self-discipline.
Shut up.